Don't compare your spouse to others. Don't blame your spouse for shortcomings. Don't be angry all the time. Be nice, considerate, be helpful. Allow your spouse not to be perfect. Your number one choice. So, there's a lot to be said, ain't there? And I've got just, boy, I tell you, time's flying. I wanted to read gifts that money can't buy. We're all trying to get a job and do this and get ahead, but here's some stuff that money can't buy. I wrote down a spouse. The proverb says a good wife or a good spouse is a gift from the Lord. Be thankful for their prayers. They pray for your success. Be thankful for their unconditional love. They love us even when we're wrong. Be thankful for their companionship. It's within reach. Be thankful for their approval. Only two people that we really have to please, and that's God and Miss Tina. God and Tina. That's it. Be thankful for space, room, freedom. The string has gotten longer. I kid people when they first get married, and they won't even be 10 foot apart. Don't seem like. But, and a few years go by, and then you'll see them off, 15 minutes apart. And a few more years, they're hours away. But be thankful that the string's gotten longer, Kathy. We can trust one another. We can live. We can actually breathe without that being right there. It's amazing, ain't it? Number 2 is children. And I wrote down memories made. And to our kids, it's to church, and to church, and to church. So, I thank God that we raised them in church, and now they're in church today. They might not be at my church, but church is inside them. They have Jesus in their heart and in their life. And also picnics and family and friends. To celebrate our children, celebrate their strengths. And that's God's will, to their strengths and their differences, and that's what makes them unique. Their decisions, and that's opportunities to shine. Kids, a lot of times they settle for less than their potential. And I was talking the other night about taking applications to get married. And it wouldn't be a bad idea to have your application, and they've got to set to a certain standard. And if they don't, today, and it would be wise before you get married to have a house or have an apartment, have somewhere, say, ladies say to that man, say, have you got me a place to live? I'm going to need a place to live, besides in mama's bedroom or back bedroom. Amen? And number 3 is grandchildren. God's way of saying life must go on. Celebrate their laughter. I thought it's easy to be happy when you have no fears, no worries, no problems. And kids, and almost every little kid, when seem like they're happiest when they're eating. No matter, it just, they just smile, and just like older folks do, they get hungry, and boy, they get grumpy, don't they? But life is easy, or it's easy to be happy when you have no fears, no worries, no problem. That's why it's important that people hang together, husband and wife, then they can grow old and see their grandbabies and great-grandbabies and great-great. What is happiness? I wrote down, I asked Tina a couple of things. Number 1, it's having the Lord in your life. Number 2, having family close by. And having church family. To kids, what's happy to them is getting hugs, getting presents. And what's happy to me, eating chocolate cake, Snicker bars and apple pies. Having bills paid, and having groceries, having enough food, having enough air. To them in Sizemore, happiness means peanut butter, a peanut butter sandwich. That's love. Love and kindness is peanut butter and jelly. I thank God for the gifts. God has given us great things in our life, and if we don't appreciate it, it'll pass us by. God has given us today, and what will we do with it? We need to get all the hugs, and all the kisses, and all the handshakes. If you need to praise somebody, then give them flowers while they're alive. You know, I appreciate God for the opportunity to stand before you. I count it a great privilege. And it means something to be a child of God. And I want to pray for you. Father, I pray today for those under my voice, God. And I pray for those that struggle in the marriage, that they'll compromise, that they'll do everything they can within their power to make it work, God. God, they'll pray, that they'll love, they'll forgive. And every marriage has to have a starting place, a stopping place and a starting place. And I pray, Father, today will be a new beginning. In Jesus' name, and amen.